Alright, Shalom Akim. Before I begin, I want to start off by giving infinite praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, like Millstone, men who teach and rule well. And peace and blessings be unto you, fellow Akim, your brothers that also shout this word as truth, faith, and sincerity. And I'm doing in this lesson, I'm going to be bringing out scriptures concerning pride, which was actually the same, essentially the same topic that brothers were talking about. Brothers that were harping on this past Saturday in the DC Herald's camp. All right, and how first and foremost concerning pride, it comes in many forms. All right, not only does it come in many forms, but it's also it's a disgusting spirit, man. It's an abominable spirit. All right, something that the Lord is not delight in. All right, not that we should delight in it, but this is it's essentially not only is it a demon, but it's also it's an evil thought process as well. All right, so I'm gonna just bring this out. This is Proverbs 16:4, just to begin, and then I'm gonna be going to the book of Sirach right after. This is Proverbs 16:4. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand are in hand, he shall not be unpunished. All right. And now, whenever you think of pride, one man that comes to mind is who is this? This the man of pride. All right. Who's currently ruling modern day America, modern day Babylon? It's the so-called Caucasian man, the so-called white man, the majority. All right, of what the people say are the white nation. All right, Job 9:24 will tell us that the power of the earth has been given to one specific group of people. All right, the wicked, the evil. All right, and they indeed have a triumph. All right, through Yahweh Shem Yahushai first and foremost, because as it is written, all right, he giveth to whomsoever he will. All right, he ruleth in the kingdom of men. All right, so that alone should tell us that the powers that be are the powers that be. All right. Because beforehand it was given by a higher power, all right, to actually rule the land. All right, it wasn't gained by chance, or it wasn't gained because a man had more armies than another. No, all right, that's just the carnal way of looking at it. According to the Bible, we understand that the Heavenly Father, all right, Lord of hosts, all right, to the Spirit, and of course, through the proper order of Hamashiach Yahushua, his only begotten Son, we know and understand that the Lord indeed does rule in the kingdom and also in the matters of men. All right. I'm gonna hop on over to Sirach. This is Sirach 10:12. It says, "For the beginning of pride is when one departeth from the Lord, or his power, and his heart is turned away from his maker. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly." All right, and just like how we read in while we bringing out Jeremiah 28:8. All right, the times that have been before thee, the days of old, these old kingdoms, these different countries, right? These different pestilences and horrible things that happen. All these things, right? We understand that even those evils and calamities, those are brought upon the Lord. Now think about the kings and the rulers during that time. What were they doing, and who set them up? All right, yeah, you could say, well, it was the people before them, their fathers and their fathers before them, sure, but that lineage and that the migration of a whole people, that all came from the Lord. All right. And the amount of territory, you can say, that a country has gained through different wars and even the act of winning a war, that was done from the Heavenly Father. All right, because it's all done for his purpose. And here it is now. Actually, I'm gonna hop on over to Daniel's. We understand that, of course, concerning Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are one with the Heavenly Father. All right, we're the closest to him. All right, now when you realize all these are the heathen, even in the kingdom of heaven. All right, every single person here on earth will know and worship the Heavenly Father. Now, not on the same level as Israel. All right, but even down to the heathen. All right, they're going to know his name, and they're going to keep our laws. statutes and commandments, as it is written, right? All nations are going to flow onto that mountain of Jacob, of Yahweh, all right, or Israel, all right? So when you read it, even on the book of Daniel, I'm gonna jump down to verse 17, right? Yeah, this is Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and he giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. See? So every which way or nation, all right, the Lord has set them up. And just look at history. It shows in itself. Look at Egypt, all right, and how they were set up. It's even to the point today where Egypt is still recognized by the ignorant of our people, all right, who think we are such people, you know, the Hamites, the men, the nation that actually ruled ancient Egypt in that time, all right? Because at that time, I'll say during the time frame of, say, Joseph, and of course before the Exodus, we understand and know that Egypt was pretty much the top nation at that time, all right? The highest in technological advancement, of course, during that time. But those things were given, again, by the Lord, all right? When you look at the kingdoms between King David, King Solomon, those things were set up by the Lord, and it's all written down. And the thing is, it's all in record. Excuse me. So, even looking at a singular man, all right, who to where even one man on earth is looked on as a as a grasshopper, right, or a candle, or one light. Especially a man of the Lord, a man whose heart is catered towards Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Now let's look at a man whose heart essentially just departs from him. All right. See, this is the worst thing about a spirit like pride. Pride can come camouflaged. Right? You may not notice it. You may not even take note of it, but it's there. And that's why when you're reading Daniel's, even today, that spirit's still here. When we look at these other Israelite groups, especially social media, especially this kingdom. When you look at the man himself, Esau Edom, the most proud man. All right, this is his kingdom. What do you think? This kingdom is supposed to really mirror his character and really his wickedness as well. All right, his prowess and his pomp, it really does show forth, because what we understand that here, and you see it in their mottos and their marching bands, and as well as especially in their armies. And not only that, but also the tools of the trade concerning the media and how they teach our people to be proud. Right? Matter of fact, we're going to be coming into a time of February, which is Black History Month, and during that time, what they tell the majority of our people, all right, the people that are people that have yet to lack knowledge and that have yet to wake up. They tell the majority of Israel to be proud of this this false proverb and byword, and tell the people that we are black, right? And to look at these look at our heroes and these legends and these men that have done such things, even though we set those men up, compromise. It's ridiculous. But nevertheless, they tell our people to be proud. And the reason why, and guess what? They succeed at it. Esau Edom definitely has succeeded at it, because what? The power has been given into his hand. All right? He's been bamboozled. This is Daniel's 4. Yeah, we just read it a bit. When you read into this account, I'm not going to read the whole thing. But when you read into, I think it begins in around, right. Daniel's 4:29. I'll read a little bit of it. It says, at the end of 12 months, he walked in the palace of the kingdom of Babylon. This is speaking upon, the king Nebuchadnezzar, like it said in verse 28. Verse 30, it says, the king spake and said, is not this great Babylon that I have built for the house of the kingdom by the might of my power and for the honor of my majesty? All right. This is a question. This is what he's saying, inwardly, right? This is what he's saying, and also what he generally thinks in his heart. That this kingdom that he has got in the honor of his majesty was all gotten gains by him and him only. All right. And if it wasn't by him and him only, of course it's him and his armies. But is he going to give reference to anybody? Of course not. Because his heart is departing, all right, from the power. And this is also should tell you also, I mentioned it earlier, that even the heathen in the kingdom of heaven are going to worship Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Even King Nebuchadnezzar, or who had knowledge of the Lord, even he himself is getting proud and pompous. And why wouldn't he? This is a Gawayim we're talking about, right? who's in an actual seat of power and in a throne. Verse 31, it says, while the word was in the king's mouth, there fell a voice from heaven saying, O Nebuchadnezzar, O King Nebuchadnezzar, to thee it is spoken, the kingdom is departed from thee. And they shall drive thee from men, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field. They shall make thee to eat grass as oxen, and 7 times shall pass over thee, until thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will. All right, if you keep reading, indeed, in that same hour, Nebuchadnezzar pretty much was humbled. And humbled in really in the worst way possible. He was humiliated. He became essentially a bird. He became beast-like, in other words. All right. Now, as you know, as funny as it may sound and mischievous almost, all right, how the Lord essentially punished them, it's still a scary thought, man. All right, because the Lord can do all manner of things to us, man. All right. Essentially, almost as if our mercy is likened unto us walking on eggshells. But nevertheless, this is why we stay humble, and this is why we remain meek. We remain low. All right. Now, not low in a way of a current state, even though that may be the case. But low in heart, meaning we understand that we are, as the scriptures describe Jacob as a worm. We're defenseless, but we are only those things only if we are without Yahweh Shai, man. When we're with him and when we're correct and actually just in his sight, only then are we truly put in an actual seat of power, way more powerful than any king or Lord forbid a queen can dream of. You know. I'm gonna hop on over to Matthews, and those will end of the day. That was pretty much the point. All right, and we see that a lot today with men also, men that know that they're Israel, men that are also in these men of great reputation, of great renown, right, amongst today's world. And I use the word renown very loosely, but this is Matthew 5:3. It says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." All right, and this is perfectly encapsulating who is describing. It's the 144,000, the elect men. All right, they're the men that are going to be the for now, momentarily, you know, and also us being sojourners in this place. All right, this is all temporary, and yet we have to remain meek. Even then, even today, even being traversing ourselves in this Babylonian kingdom, we have to traverse ourselves, man. We have to remain meek, even when these spirits of pride, all right, and in every which way or form comes into our minds. We still have to fight. We still have to fight that off, because it's an abominable spirit. All right. So and that's how you know truly that Israel is really the nation that's been the most trodden upon, all right, the most humiliated. All right. And to speak on those things, I'll be here for hours. All right. So those on this video is edifying. I'm going to close out by giving infinite praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, I agree Millstone, men who teach and rule well, and peace and blessings be unto you, fellow alchemy brothers, that also push out this word in truth, faith, and sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.